has died, and only I remain. Paul has disappeared. We know every time you take a poop, it's just me filling the water. But yeah, anytime I turn a faucet on in the house, the thing turns on. Gotta love it, right? Gotta fucking love that. Pull you nerds a little closer. All fucking 21 of you. Got a real fucking hefty turnout tonight. Got a real hefty turnout tonight. No notification, my timing was just good. Yeah, well, that figures. That just figures, doesn't it? Well, that's good. True believers only. Yeah, just not on YouTube, of course. Of course. But, of course. Shall you conjure the notifications? Yeah, dude. Crack your window and scream, Paul is live. Or don't. Dude. This is the tits right here. Being able to be outside, pretty much stark raving naked. I've got fucking underwear on and that's it. Chilling out here and enjoying this nice cool night air. Can't see a damn thing. Yeah, it's by design. You shan't see a damn thing tonight. It shall be black. What's on my brain tonight? I don't know. I honestly do not know. I started this with an empty head. What's for dinner? Well, I had chili for dinner tonight with cheese. I got blocked on Twitter by Shoe on Head. Shoe on Head blocked me, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my life now. You know it's going to be carnage. It's going to be carnage. Oh, man, yeah. Cornbread. Yeah, dude, I have no clue why she would want to block me. What would ever lead her to block me? That's right, I called her a stupid bitch a bunch of times. I mean, dude, if I blocked everybody that called me a stupid bitch, there would be nobody left to block, you know? You really gotta fucking tone it down a little bit. Yeah, that Rave Dubin episode. I leave those types of episodes to the other guys. I don't even know that I could pull a Rave Dubin episode. I barely made it through the actual filming of it. What do you think of worldwide Facebook outage? I don't care. I don't give a fuck, dude. Your grandma's the only one that really gives a fuck about that, let's be honest. She couldn't see her Trump memes for 20 seconds and she's having a flip out. What happened to my Trump memes? I click on the Facebook, but nothing happens. Good job on the submarines app. Thanks. Yeah, I like submarines, man. I'm actually kind of obsessed with submarines. I'm pretty much guaranteed to like a movie if it takes place on a submarine. Or involves a submarine heavily. I don't know, dude. Shoe on Head likes to walk this like little political boundary. She likes to have these like real like hard takes, but then try and like fucking thread the needle between the left and the right. Dude, the greatest submarine movie of all time is Das Boot. You have to see it if you haven't seen it. It's got one of the best soundtracks ever. It's got like one of the best themes ever. German submarine movie. It's great. Das Boot. Nice. Sneezy as fuck. Dude, Crimson Tide. Me and Amelia watched Crimson Tide not that long ago. Gene Hackman and what's his fucking name? Whatever. Gene Hackman and what's his name? Oh yeah, Denzel. Yeah. That movie's like got like 2 or 3 different separate mutinies in it, you know? It's like Denzel does a mutiny and then the captain does a counter mutiny and then Denzel does a counter mutiny. 3 mutinies in one movie. That's pretty fucking crazy. That's a bad trip on a submarine there. Gene Hackman quit acting because he got too many grandpa roles. Yeah. Have you seen? 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 Look out. Hey, Paul, have you seen? You should check out, you should check out. Have you seen and have you seen? You should watch and you should listen. Have you seen and have you seen? Look out. Hey, Paul, have you seen? Have you seen? Have you seen? Have you seen it and have you seen? Gene Hackman he's pretty good in everything. You remember that movie Enemy of the State, dude? He was pretty good in that. The French Connection, that's an earlier role of his, really good in that. The Conversation, yeah. I like it. I like it. You think Paul Newman could beat Gene Hackman in a fist fight, or vice versa? Like if you took both Paul Newman and Gene Hackman, put them in their prime, put them in the pit together, who wins? Dude, I think Gene Hackman wins. Paul Newman's a mean old bastard, but I think Gene Hackman wins that, dude. Who was in The Fan with Snipes? That was, wasn't that fucking, what's his name? Robert De Niro? Really weird role for Robert De Niro, too. Oh, yeah, dude, Gene was in The Firm. You remember that one? That's a pretty good one. It's got, what's his name? Tom Cruise in it. Yeah. The Firm, bro. Something tells me Gene Hackman could throw some hands. I feel it. Oh, man. I hope I'm able to find a decent fucking place. I really hope I'm able to find a decent fucking place. In wherever I move to next. Thanks, Chels. I hope you guys find a good place too. Hope you get the fuck out of Dodge before another big storm comes, man. I don't like having all kinds of friends living down there. It's bad enough that, I know that Steve and Terry and Stevie are going to be down there for fucking ever. Gotta get you guys the fuck out of Dodge, man. Just gotta go. If I could do it, I would transplant you and TJ onto your little goat farm right now. It would make me so happy for you guys to have that. I know how long that you've wanted that. I remember you talking about maybe getting some goats at that place we rented from the crazy lesbians that kicked us out before we moved in. So, it's been a long time coming. I really hope you guys are able to find that. With any luck, the housing market will fucking take a shit. Bad news for people that own houses, but good news for all the rest of us. TJ's getting a goat farm. I don't know if you'd call it a goat farm. I think he'd like to have like a little piece of land to have a couple goats, you know? Have a couple goats on it. And some chickens, maybe. I don't know. A banana farm, yeah. No, I'll have to take a look and see what kind of animals do good in the area that I'm thinking about moving to. I'm sure there are some. I'm just so fucking sick of moving, dude. I'm so done. Exhausted with it. Just the thought of doing it. It's another one of those times where I wish I could just teleport myself forward about 3 months. Everything be settled. Be done. Oh, no such luck for Paul. No such luck for Paul. Did I miss a fucking super chat? Who super chatted? Must have super chatted a long fucking time ago. Sorry if I missed your super chat. I don't know. I don't really care much about House of Dragons. I watched the little teaser trailer or whatever on HBO Max tonight, and I was like, meh. Meh. I think I'm just kind of done with Game of Thrones in general. That last couple of seasons really fucking took a shit in my Cheerios, if you know what I mean. That last couple of seasons really hair-lipped me. I just kind of begrudgingly watched them. Yeah, season 5 was pretty bad, and then season 6 was pretty bad. Pretty worse. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Scripts were a joke from the jump. Yeah, I like the books. I can groove with the books or whatever, but the show just kind of feels like it. I don't know. Feels like it was all a waste of time. It culminated in such fucking stupid bullshit. Dude, I can't believe the fucking oat brand becomes the king, dude. Oat brand, bro. The most boring fucking character in the show. I remember it looked like Peter Dinklage could barely like keep a fucking straight face when he was like announcing. There's like that scene where he's like, and it shall be Oat Bran who leads us. It must be Oat Bran. No, they will not remake the final season of Game of Thrones. Is it morning? It's not really morning. It's like late night. Give me this morning shit. Yeah, morning equals sun coming up, I agree. If the sun ain't a coming, it ain't morning. Oh, Barney. When is Banana Monkey coming back? Maybe never. Who knows? Maybe he absconded to some island with all the bananas. It just smells weird in general here. No? Like, kind of like there's a campfire burning somewhere nearby, but there isn't. It's just the state. It's just the state burning. Like, it just kind of smells like there's always like a campfire nearby, but there isn't. There isn't a campfire anywhere. Yeah, giant oil spill in like the south central coast. Just more bullshit. I don't know, dude. I I don't want to be in the United States anymore, dude. I'll tell you that much. I have made my mind up. Whether or not I'll ever be able to move out of the United States is another thing, but I really don't want to be in this fucking country anymore. How do you feel about Canada? Honestly, it's not far away enough. I want to be in a place that's a good fucking chunk away from America, where there's like concerns that, and I understand that like America's fucking hand is in everything, but I want to live in a place where there are concerns that aren't American concerns. There are, brands that aren't American brands and culture that isn't American culture. I just want it. I just want to be done. I don't believe in this place anymore. That's the sad fucking truth of it, dude. And that's, you want to know what's changed the most about my fucking political stance in the last 10 years? I used to be something like a patriot. 10 years ago, I was something like a patriot. I was very critical of this country, but I felt like it was also this kind of wonderful place filled with potential, and I don't see that anymore. I see this place circling the fucking drain, and I see people getting stupider, more obstinate about it as time goes on, and I just want to fucking hit the eject button. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I don't believe in this place anymore. At all. Unfortunately, leaving your country of origin and going somewhere else is not super simple, and is sometimes just not possible at all, depending. And so there's a really good chance that I won't make it out of this country, but I'm going to do my best to get as far away from the fucking horse shit as possible. I guess I won't miss having a fucking train cruising by every fucking 5 minutes. That'll be nice. Hopefully, I won't have a train near me. It's not like American commodities necessarily that I'm worried about. It's just being distant enough from America that America is just like international news, like got my own local concerns in another country with another culture. I'm sick to death of the people in this place. I'm sick to death of the politics. I'm sick to death of arguing. I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't care anymore. Not like specifically about this place. I care about the world. I care about the plight of the average person. But when it comes to this fucking country, like, take it or leave it. I don't give a shit. I hear the train a-comin', it's coming round the bend. Good timing, train. Nice toots. I actually don't mind the train sounds. It's just that as my hearing gets worse, it becomes like a harsher noise, and it becomes harder for me to hear myself speaking. I don't know. That's something that I'm probably going to have to go get looked at pretty soon. My hearing has been degrading, I suppose, is the word for it. Slowly but surely, but noticeably. It's not just earwax. Amelia is so soft-spoken. I think that the thing that I say the most to her is, huh? I feel fucking horrible about it. Because I don't think that she talks, like, to the point of inaudibility, but I'm just so fucking... become so hard of hearing. Gotta get my eyes looked at, too. Everything's falling apart. The human machine is starting to unravel. Starting to get old. Starting to get old and crotchety. Old and crotchety. Dude, I was born crotchety. You should see the first, like, baby picture of me. I look like a goddamn drunken, angry leprechaun. I look so pissed to be alive. My first baby picture. It's perfect. I was me from the start. 21 with rheumatoid arthritis. I feel like an old man. I'm sure I'll be a treat in 20 years. Yeah, buddy. You think your beard will go white bottom to top or top to bottom? I have no fucking clue, bro. I think it has to go top to bottom. Like, you start to go gray from the root, right? Well, if the way things are currently, or any indication, on my goatee area will be the first thing to gray out. I've got a pretty prominent strip of gray that's growing in that goatee already. You choose a permanent age, how old would you be forever? I mean, okay, so do I have to fucking, like, if I choose an age, do I have to forget all the things I've learned since that age? That seems like a monkey's paw kind of caveat. It's like, oh, you want to be 25 again? Okay, well, you unlearn everything that you've learned since then. It's like, no. Dun, dun, dun. Dude, you're not catching me, gabagool. I know better than to fucking take a monkey's paw deal, okay? I know. I know what you are. I know the devil when I see him. Favorite childhood. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't have a catalog of childhood memories. I got a lot of great memories, man. Sometimes my favorite memories from being a child are little tiny things. You would think that you would remember these big giant events and stuff like that. And I do. It's not like I have no memory of those things. But as I get older, I get more distance from those things. I find that the memories that bring me the most joy are just little things that I remember. Running with my dog Casey, you know, riding my bike down that hill that was near my house and getting going real fast and just feeling that wind in my face. Little tiny things that I can remember really clearly. Those are the things I think that bring me the most kind of like happiness when I remember them. It's funny how the mind works like that. Well, none of it's true. That's the thing about a memory is that fundamentally a memory is a lie, right? A memory is the way that we experience memory is almost like, from our perspective, we think this is like a little movie in my head of what happened. But really, what it is that your mind has taken the major details and filled in the blanks elsewhere. And so what you have is a pretty much like top to bottom fabricated memory. You might remember some things that are true, like something that was said or a person that was there, but when it comes to the state of the room and exactly what was said and how long you were there and all of that shit, that becomes a mishmash. The longer you are from an event. Yeah. Regrets. Best way to deal with regrets is to not have them. Not having regrets doesn't mean that you don't learn from your mistakes. It just means that you don't hold them over your own head forever. I think that's kind of poisonous too. This, oh, I regret I didn't do this, or I regret I didn't do that. I don't. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. A lot of good stuff, a lot of really, really bad stuff. And I don't know. I feel pretty good about where I'm at. And I feel pretty good about what I've done, who I am. There are things I'd change about myself for sure. But ultimately, I'm pretty happy with the way things have turned out so far. Regrets are about trying to change things. That are unchangeable. It's why they just really don't have any place in my mind. I've done regrettable things. I'm not saying I have no regrets. I'm just saying I don't hold them over my own head like the sword of Damocles, you know? If I do something that's contradictory to my moral code and it hurts somebody's feelings or some shit, or I wrong somebody that I love or whatever the fuck, I try and learn from that. I don't want to be a bastard. I don't want to go forward my whole life hurting everybody around me. That's not my intent. And so when I do those things, rather than sit around and regret them, I try and feel the sting of that kind of, fight or broken relationship or whatever, and allow it to remind me to be better in my life now. And what matters now is this moment right now. So rather than looking back and going, man, I wish I had been better. I wish I'd done this. I wish I hadn't said that. I wish I hadn't done this. Wish I'd made this decision or that decision. I let the sting of those things, because you can look back wistfully and even sadly at the things that you've lost without, um, pinning them all on yourself and punishing yourself for it. And so I use the sting of those losses and the sting of those regrettable things that I've done to push me to try and be better now. And I'll tell you what, I am a better person now than I was 5 years ago. I'm a better person now than I was 10 years ago, for sure. Just when it comes to my ability to, I don't know, not give in to my more antisocial tendencies. I don't have tons of antisocial tendencies, but just I have a tendency to have a real temper. And I've burned a lot of bridges with my mouth, And I'm still a hothead, but I'll tell you what, dude, 20-year-old Paul, I don't hold a candle. But you've got to reach a point in your life where you can genuinely let go of things in order to actually put into practice what I'm talking about. I walked around for a long time with regret. And it took me a long time to be convinced to lay that shit down and to stop it. And I'll tell you, it was one of the more important things that I think I ever learned. No regrets, dude. No regrets. Yep. I hope that answers your question. Hit me with another question that doesn't start with have you seen or what do you think about and then is followed by a movie or some shit. Ask me more questions. There's 72 of you fucking night people reprobates in here. Used to be stuck in the past, regretting a lot of things. But once you learn to deal with that, life gets much easier. I don't know about easier. I like my perspective better now. How many push-ups could you do at your physical peak? I have no fucking clue, dude. Couldn't tell you. Do you even lift, Paul Zigo? Playing games and listening, I see. Dude, I've been obsessed with Neo 2. I'm making slow but steady progress in that game, and I'm getting better at it. Dude, I'm the Odachi master. Big two-handed fucking sword for the win. Many regrets are tied to other emotions like guilt, which you can get over. Yeah, true. True dat. But I don't know. No, it's all good. I mean, it's not a problem to lurk and chill. No regrets. There was a dude uh, in my high school who had Woodstock tattooed right above his penis. He was famous for that shit. He had the little bird from the fucking Peanuts. Woodstock, the little yellow bird guy that chills with Snoopy. That had to be the worst fucking tattoo I ever saw. I can't imagine what that dude, like, how he explains that shit to people now, you know? He probably got he probably got that shit lasered off. Either that or he just like keeps his pubes grown out, you know? It was probably a That 70s Show reference. Maybe. You were the bully in high school? No. No. The only time I ever really flirted with the possibility of bullying somebody was in middle school. And the shit ran downhill in middle school, and there were different tiers of bullying that went on. There were like the super cool kids who didn't really get bullied, and they bullied the, you know, medium tier kids. And then those kids oftentimes ended up bullying the really quiet, nerdy, self-conscious, socially inept kids. And there was, you know, there's a video here on this channel about it that I made probably fucking 10 years ago. But yeah, bullied a little kid. Was in the same grade as us. Was in middle school. He was just a quiet little fat kid that, you know, kept to himself, and most of the people left him alone. But I didn't bully him like forever, but we fucked with him on the bus for a couple of months, and eventually stopped. I heard you say you moved around a bunch of times in your life. Do you have an advice for someone moving from a small town to a big city for the first time? Take a look at what's available, like, in the area in terms of amenities. The difference between a small town and a big city is largely in the amenities that are available. So look for things like Zipcar, things that are going to make your life cheaper and easier. You know, delivery services, all kinds of shit. You need to like familiarize yourself with all of that stuff, and pick, you know, a living place that's adjacent to the things that you like and need. It's one of the upsides of living in a bigger city, is that you can kind of be adjacent to things that if you live in a small town, you got to drive an hour to go see, you know? So I would say do that. Yeah, public transit's good. Or, well, I mean, it's probably going to be better in a large city than it is where you're at, so. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I'll see you guys later. Bye.